Welcome to Book Buzz Reviews and Summaries. Picture yourself at a crossroads. On one side is the well-worn path, predictable, comfortable, and paved with the approval of others. On the other side lies the unknown, an uncharted territory filled with possibility, risk, and the promise of something extraordinary. Which path do you take? For George Lois, the choice is obvious. He's here to tell you that the safe path, the one everyone else is trudging along, is the fastest route to mediocrity. Creativity, he argues, doesn't come from blending in, it comes from breaking out, from daring to stand at the edge of the cliff and take the leap. Damn good advice for people with talent. Isn't just a book, it's a battle cry for anyone who feels the fire of originality burning inside them, but hasn't yet found the courage to let it roar. Lois doesn't have time for excuses, and neither should you. With a career spanning decades, he's proven that transformative ideas aren't born in boardrooms full of yes men or in minds weighed down by fear. They emerge when you embrace risk, challenge the status quo, and trust in the raw power of your instincts. From helping build the legendary Think Small campaign for Volkswagen to redefining brand identities across industries, Lois's work stands as a testament to what's possible when you refuse to settle for good enough. The pages of this book pulse with urgency. Lois knows the clock is ticking, and if you wait too long to unleash your creativity, the moment might pass you by. He begins with a truth that's both liberating and terrifying. You are your own hero. The success of your creative journey doesn't depend on external validation, luck, or even talent. It hinges on your willingness to act, to make bold choices, and to trust in your vision. Creativity, Lois says, isn't some magical gift bestowed upon a chosen few. It's a battle against complacency, against fear, and against the forces of conformity. His advice is unapologetically blunt because the stakes are high. In a world overflowing with noise and mediocrity, only the daring rise above. He doesn't just want you to be creative. He wants you to be unforgettable. And how do you do that? Lois lays it out. Start by thinking big. The size of your idea reflects the size of your ambition. Small ideas are forgettable. Big ideas change the game. Refuse to compromise. If your work doesn't scare you, it's probably not bold enough. Mediocrity thrives on compromise. But brilliance requires conviction. Ignore the critics. Haters, doubters, and naysayers are inevitable. The secret isn't to silence them. It's to use their doubt as fuel. Be relentless. Creativity isn't a one-time event. It's a way of life. The best ideas don't come when you're comfortable. They come when you're committed to the grind. Each chapter of Damn Good Advice brims with lessons forged in the crucible of Lois's career. He shares stories of triumph and failure, of battles fought, and won in the high-stakes world of advertising and design. But the lessons extend far beyond marketing. Whether you're an artist, an entrepreneur, or someone simply trying to inject more passion into your life, Lois's principles are universal. Creativity isn't confined to the studio or the stage. It's a mindset, a way of approaching every challenge with curiosity, courage, and an unshakable belief in your ability to make an impact. Lois doesn't just want you to read this book. He wants you to feel it. He wants it to light a fire in your belly, to awaken that part of you that refuses to settle for less than extraordinary. Great work, he insists, comes from great passion. If you don't care deeply about what you're doing, no one else will. But this isn't just about personal success. Lois believes that creativity has the power to change the world. The campaigns he spearheaded didn't just sell products. They shifted culture, sparked conversations, and left lasting legacies. Through his own story, he challenges you to think about the legacy you want to leave behind. What do you want your work to say about you? What kind of impact do you want to make? And then, there's the harsh truth. No one else is coming to save you. If you're waiting for someone to hand you a blueprint for success, you'll be waiting forever. The hero of your story, the one with the power to transform your life, is you. That's the central message of this book. Lois isn't interested in coddling you or offering platitudes. His advice is a wake-up call. Get out of your own way, stop making excuses, and start doing the work. As you turn these pages, you'll feel like Lois is right there with you, shouting from the sidelines, urging you to take risks, to make noise, and to demand more from yourself and the world around you. His words aren't just advice. They're a challenge, a dare to step into the arena and create something that matters. Because here's the thing, the world doesn't need more people who play it safe, who settle for good enough, or who let fear hold them back. The world needs people like you, people with the courage to be different, the audacity to dream big, and the grit to turn those dreams into reality. So, what are you waiting for? The blank page is staring back at you, and the clock is ticking. It's time to stop hesitating and start creating. George Lois believes in your potential, but now it's your turn to prove him right. Open the book, embrace the challenge, and remember, damn good advice is only as good as the action you take. Chapter by chapter summary of Damn Good Advice for People with Talent by George Lois. Introduction: The Mastermind of Creative Revolution. George Lois begins by setting the stage for his bold, unfiltered guide to creativity and innovation. A pioneer of advertising, Lois shares his belief that the essence of great creativity lies in courage, curiosity, and conviction. Drawing from decades of experience, he promises readers damn good advice for tapping into their talent and achieving legendary success in creative fields. His tone is direct, passionate, and unapologetically honest, signaling that this is not a book for the faint-hearted or uninspired. Chapter 1. The most dangerous idea is to play it safe. Lois opens with one of his core beliefs: safe ideas are dead on arrival. He recounts his career highlights, from revolutionary ad campaigns to redefining cultural narratives. His message is clear. If you want to make an impact, you must challenge conventions and embrace risks. He urges readers to question authority, avoid mediocrity, and prioritize boldness in every creative endeavor. Key takeaway: creativity thrives on risk-taking. Playing it safe is a surefire path to obscurity. Chapter 2. Discover your damn good talent. Lois emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and authenticity. He advises readers to focus on their unique skills and talents instead of trying to emulate others. Through personal anecdotes, he highlights how recognizing and honing his talents helped him disrupt the advertising industry. Lois argues that talent is the foundation of success, but it must be paired with relentless hard work and curiosity. Key takeaway: identify what makes you extraordinary and cultivate it with passion and discipline. Chapter 3. Be a cultural provocateur. Lois explains how tapping into cultural trends and zeitgeists can amplify creative work. He shares examples from his campaigns that resonated because they connected with a broader social consciousness. From political movements to pop culture, Lois demonstrates the power of aligning creativity with cultural relevance. Key takeaway: to stand out, your work must reflect and provoke the culture of its time. Chapter 4. Don't sell products, sell ideas. According to Lois, the best advertising doesn't focus on the product. It sells the idea behind it. He recounts groundbreaking campaigns, such as his iconic work for MTV and Tommy Hilfiger, which position brands as cultural phenomena rather than mere products. This approach, Lois argues, is the hallmark of transformative advertising. Key takeaway: great campaigns sell an ethos, not just a product. Chapter 5. Follow your gut, not focus groups. Lois is famously critical of focus groups, which he sees as creativity killers. He asserts that intuition and instinct are far more reliable than crowd opinions. Through vivid anecdotes, he illustrates how trusting his instincts led to revolutionary campaigns, while focus group-driven projects often fell flat. Key takeaway: trust your creative instincts over collective consensus. Chapter 6. Great ideas need a ruthless champion. Creativity, Lois argues, requires fearless advocacy. A great idea often faces resistance, and it's up to its creator to fight for its survival. He shares his own battles to protect bold concepts from skeptical clients and resistant colleagues, emphasizing the importance of conviction and perseverance. Key takeaway: if you believe in your idea, defend it with everything you've got. Chapter 7. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Lois stresses that the best ideas are simple and clear. He dissects some of his most successful campaigns, highlighting their minimalism and directness. Complexity, he argues, dilutes impact, while simplicity cuts through the noise and connects with audiences instantly. Key takeaway: strip your ideas to their core essence to maximize their power. Chapter 8. Failure is a stepping stone. In this chapter, Lois reframes failure as an integral part of the creative process. He shares stories of projects that didn't work out and how he used them as learning experiences. Lois insists that every failure brings valuable lessons, making you a better creator. Key takeaway: don't fear failure. Embrace it as part of the journey to success. Chapter 9. Collaborate, but don't compromise. Lois reflects on the dynamics of teamwork in creative industries. While he values collaboration, he warns against compromising the integrity of your ideas. He shares strategies for navigating group dynamics while staying true to your vision. Key takeaway: collaboration is essential, but never at the expense of your creative integrity. Chapter 10. Stand out or step aside. In this chapter, Lois delivers a rallying cry for creative individuals to make their mark. He urges readers to reject conformity, push boundaries, and leave a legacy of innovation. For Lois, creativity is not just about personal success, it's about changing the world. Key takeaway: aim to create work that defines you and reshapes the world. Chapter 11. Curiosity is the catalyst for creativity. Lois underscores the role of curiosity as the driving force behind groundbreaking ideas. He advises readers to cultivate a relentless hunger for knowledge and inspiration. By staying curious, creators can uncover new perspectives and opportunities that others overlook. He shares personal stories of how curiosity helped him stay ahead of trends and anticipate cultural shifts. Key takeaway: a curious mind is the foundation of endless creative potential. Chapter 12. The power of emotional impact. Lois argues that creativity is most effective when it evokes emotion. He breaks down the psychology behind memorable campaigns, explaining how emotions like joy, anger, or nostalgia create lasting impressions. He shares examples of his own emotionally resonant work, like his anti-smoking campaigns, which stirred audiences into action. Key takeaway: to make your work unforgettable, ensure it touches the audience's emotions. Chapter 13. Be original or be forgotten. Originality is non-negotiable in Lois's world. He recounts times when being derivative cost campaigns their effectiveness and how originality led to cultural revolutions. Lois warns against recycling ideas, urging readers to constantly push for fresh concepts. He shares practical strategies for sparking originality, like stepping out of comfort zones and exposing oneself to diverse experiences. Key takeaway: innovation is the key to standing out in a crowded creative landscape. Chapter 14. Take the time to think big. Lois emphasizes the importance of carving out time to think beyond immediate concerns and dream big. He describes how long-term, transformative ideas are born not in the rush of deadlines, but in moments of deliberate reflection. Through anecdotes, he explains how thinking big helped him shape entire industries. Key takeaway: give yourself the mental space to create revolutionary ideas. Chapter 15. Embrace the chaos. Chaos, Lois claims, is a natural part of the creative process. He encourages readers to view uncertainty as an opportunity rather than a threat. By embracing unpredictability, creators can adapt and thrive in any situation. He shares examples of how unexpected challenges led to some of his most innovative work. Key takeaway: creativity thrives when you lean into chaos and uncertainty. Chapter 16: Obsess over execution. Having a great idea is only half the battle. Execution is where the magic happens. Lois discusses the importance of attention to detail and relentless quality control. He recounts how meticulous execution turned good ideas into iconic campaigns. For him, the difference between success and failure often lies in the follow-through. Key takeaway: never underestimate the power of flawless execution. Chapter 17: Don't be afraid to offend. Lois boldly states that fear of offending stifles creativity. He believes great work often challenges societal norms and provokes discussion. While he advises against being offensive for its own sake, he champions the value of pushing boundaries to spark meaningful change. Key takeaway: be fearless in your creativity, even if it means ruffling feathers. Chapter 18: Think visually first. Visual communication is at the heart of Lois's creative philosophy. He explains that humans are visual creatures, and the most impactful ideas are often communicated through striking imagery. He shares techniques for developing visually compelling concepts, including storyboarding and sketching. Key takeaway: a picture is worth 1,000 words. Let visuals do the heavy lifting. Chapter 19: Learn to sell your ideas. No matter how brilliant your idea is, it won't succeed if you can't sell it. Lois provides practical tips for pitching, emphasizing clarity, confidence, and passion. He shares anecdotes of high-stakes presentations where his ability to sell an idea made all the difference. Key takeaway: master the art of persuasion to bring your ideas to life. Chapter 20: Be your own harshest critic. Lois advises creators to critique their own work ruthlessly. He argues that complacency is the enemy of greatness and that self-assessment is critical to improvement. He provides a checklist of questions to evaluate the strength of an idea before presenting it to the world. Key takeaway: strive for perfection by holding your work to the highest standards. Chapter 21: Resist the pull of trends. Lois warns against blindly following trends, which he views as fleeting and superficial. Instead, he urges creators to focus on timeless principles and create work that endures. He uses examples of campaigns that buck trends to create lasting cultural impact. Key takeaway: trends fade, but timeless creativity endures. Chapter 22: Trust your vision. Lois reinforces the importance of trusting your creative instincts. He shares stories of times when others doubted his ideas, but his unwavering belief in his vision led to success. This chapter is a motivational reminder to stay true to your convictions. Key takeaway: confidence in your vision is crucial to achieving creative breakthroughs. Chapter 23: Mentors are essential. Reflecting on his own career, Lois credits his success to the guidance of mentors who challenged and inspired him. He encourages readers to seek out mentors who can provide honest feedback and push them to grow. Key takeaway: surround yourself with mentors who elevate your thinking and creativity. Chapter 24: Passion over profit. Lois insists that passion, not money, should drive creative work. He argues that chasing profits often leads to uninspired projects, while pursuing passion produces work that resonates. This philosophy, he believes, is the key to a fulfilling creative career. Key takeaway: let passion, not profit, guide your creative decisions. Chapter 25: Leave a legacy. In the final chapter, Lois challenges readers to think about the impact they want to leave behind. He emphasizes the importance of creating work that shapes culture, inspires others, and stands the test of time. For Lois, a true creative legacy is built on bold ideas and unwavering integrity. Key takeaway: aim to create work that leaves a lasting mark on the world. In conclusion, George Lois, with his characteristic boldness and unapologetic style, reminds us that creativity is not merely a skill, but a force, a powerful expression of individuality, courage, and unrelenting conviction. In Damn Good Advice for People with Talent, he pushes the boundaries of conventional thinking, urging readers to embrace their instincts, challenge the status quo, and take creative risks that can transform ideas into movements. Lois doesn't just offer tips. He delivers a manifesto for anyone seeking to leave an indelible mark on their craft. His lessons transcend the realm of advertising and design, resonating across professions and life itself. Through anecdotes of his triumphs, failures, and relentless pursuit of originality, he instills a fearless mindset. It's not enough to be talented. You must also dare to provoke, innovate, and inspire. As the final pages turn, Lois leaves us with one overarching challenge: to stop playing it safe. He calls on each of us to reject mediocrity, silence the doubters, and step into our own creative power unapologetically. Whether you're an artist, entrepreneur, or dreamer, his advice is timeless. Be bold, be fearless, be unforgettable. In a world saturated with noise, the ideas and Damn Good Advice serve as a beacon for anyone determined to stand out and make a difference. George Lois reminds us that the hero of our story is always within us, waiting for the moment we decide to listen, act, and create without limits. Read the book to learn more. If you are liking the series, please subscribe and press the like button. Thank you.